Just seconds away on Fox News Chicago, you won't see these at Hallmark.
I can't go on like this anymore.
Greeting cards for cheaters, and we'll share some real winners with you. Also, want to nail a cheating spouse? We'll show you how you can be your own private eye. Plus the pushing, the shoving, what a holiday mess. How to avoid all this and still get what you want. A new wrinkle cream, it works fast, maybe our fountain of youth. Just seconds away on Fox News Chicago.
Fox Monday on the fall finale of Prison Break.
This isn't over yet.
The closer they get to freedom,
Pull the cord and pray.
the more dangerous the journey becomes.
Well, there's an excellent chance you're sentenced to death.
Don't miss the television event everyone will be talking about.
Turn around! If you're gonna murder us, Alex, you're gonna have to look us in the eyes while you do it.
The Prison Break fall finale, followed by an encore of House. Viewer discretion advised. Monday on Fox.
New at 9, behind this door, a family's nightmare.
I can still hear her saying he had shot me.
Chicago's deadly Thanksgiving standoff. What we found inside the apartment where it happened, the family's contact with the gunman.
He said, I'm scared they're gonna kill me, and I don't want to die.
And the sound, the family says, started everything. First on Fox.
Tonight, relatives of Tasha Cooks returned to the scene of the Thanksgiving standoff where their loved one died.
Chicago police say they did everything they could, but the family tonight saying police should have done more. Craig Wall, live in the South Shore neighborhood with new information about what happened inside that apartment. Craig.
Michael, Rob, and the family of the victim have a lot of questions about how police handled this situation, but top brass defends it, saying they followed protocol. Tonight, we've learned new information about what led up to the tragedy inside that second-floor apartment, what police are accused of ignoring during the standoff, and a look inside the victim's apartment where it all ended.
This is where they say that he had the hostages.
There was frustration and anguish tonight as relatives of the victim returned to her apartment to see where the 24-hour hostage drama ended so tragically.
It hurts. It's very painful. That's my granddaughter.
22-year-old Tasha Cooks apparently died in her bedroom. Bloodstains could be seen on the floor and a bullet hole in her mirror. At about 1 a.m., police heard a shot inside the apartment and stormed in through her front door. During the fray, police say the gunman, 21-year-old Lance Johnson, shot himself.
Our condolences goes out to the families of both the victim and the offender in this tragic incident. It is indeed a tragic incident.
It all started when Johnson got upset about a neighbor's baby above him making too much noise crawling on the floor.
As they were closing the door, he kicked the door and shot at my brother.
Crystal Watson fled, and Johnson kept firing. But as Watson and her sister ran down their back stairway,
I was laying here on my back. I had my son on top of me, and he stood over me and started shooting. And when he heard her down there, he leaned over the banister and started shooting at her.
He shot between 20 and 30 times at me.
after shooting at the neighbors, Johnson then kicked in this door to Tasha Cook's apartment, and the hostage drama began. A short time later, this woman, who was in her apartment right above, heard Tasha Cook scream that she had been shot.
She was begging for her life. She was begging for her life, and her voice would never leave my head.
During the ordeal, police kept in constant contact with Johnson, but he was also talking to his hostage's family.
We asked him, well, why you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, just let her go? He said, I'm scared they're gonna kill me, and I don't want to die.
I said, just don't hurt my niece. And he's like, I'm not gonna hurt her.
Then, 24 hours after the situation began, it ended in the worst possible way, leaving too many questions unanswered.
It ain't adding up. Something ain't adding up, okay?
Did police handle this correctly?
They did the best they could, but they could have did a better job, but they messed up.
Today, police declined to discuss the situation any further, except to say they followed protocol and that they were dealing with a suspect who was bipolar, schizophrenic, and not taking his medication, a combination that turned out to be doubly deadly. Live in the South Shore neighborhood, Craig Wall, Fox News Chicago.
Thank you, Greg. And police say an argument led to the stabbing death of a 12-year-old girl last night on the South Side. As Kelly Craft reports, it was not the first time this girl's family's had to deal with the death of a loved one.
Right, she dead. She ain't coming back. It ain't gonna be all right. I'm tired of being strong.
Maddie is Laura Jocelyn's older sister. She was with Laura when she was stabbed last night, just a block away from where they live. Maddie was also stabbed in the arm.
I'm okay, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I want my sister to come back alive.
The stabbing happened here at this light pole. Several teens gathered here about 9 o'clock last night. They began arguing, and that's when Laura was stabbed twice in the neck.
I was like, I hope my little sister and them not fighting. So I grabbed two of my sisters. I said, go, y'all just go back down to the house. The girl got a knife. Stop trying to fight her.
Police say Laura's older sister was arguing with an 18-year-old woman when Laura stepped in.
I was in the bed asleep, and the kids woke me up to see my daughter was stabbed. So I ran down there to the corner and picked her up off the corner. And she was bleeding real bad, and I was just holding her, and she just died in my hands.
Laura isn't the first child Nicole Wright has lost. Her 16-year-old son, Kemp, was shot and killed a few years ago.
I'm tired of just losing my kids to the streets out here.
Many friends and family members stopped by the home today to console the family. Laura's mom said she moved to this area 2 years ago in hopes of having a better life for her children. Kelly Craft, Fox News, Chicago.
Chicago police say the 18-year-old girl has been arrested, but so far no charges have been filed.
Smoke billowed when fire took over an industrial plant in Hammond, Indiana this morning. It happened at the Jupiter aluminum plant just off the Indiana toll road. The company makes rods, plates, sheets, and foil. Fire investigators say an overfilled furnace may be to blame. They also say an automatic sprinkler system did not work. Nobody hurt, though.
79 and running. Chicago Alderman Bernie Stone chose his birthday today to declare that he will seek re-election. Stone has represented the 50th Ward on the North Side since 1973. And you can see from his campaign poster, he's aligning himself once again with Mayor Daley. The mayor has not officially said that he will seek re-election. Alderman Stone says he wants to be alderman another 10 years at least.
I feel good. And as long as I feel good and as long as I enjoy doing what I'm doing, I'm going to continue to run.
Stone says if reelected, he will serve the entire term. He says he has no intention of leaving early and handing his daughter the city council seat. She is the alderman's chief of staff.
Retailers had been advertising amazing offers for weeks. And before the turkey even cooled off, shoppers were hitting the stores or waiting in long lines to be some of the first to get the chance. Our Michelle Gielan tells us if shoppers got the deals they were looking for. And here's a bonus. Tricks on how to avoid waiting in these long lines.
The holiday shopping season is officially here. There was no mistaking it on State Street.
This was probably the worst thing to do, is go out on the Friday after Thanksgiving.
It started before the clock struck midnight. Traffic along I-88 was backed up for miles. The Aurora Outlet Mall opened at 1 a.m.
It took us like 30 minutes just to get in here.
In Tinley Park, people waited in the cold to be the first to hit the stores at 6 a.m. Not everyone got what they wanted, but at least they kept their spirits up.
We're ready to buy, and Santa Claus is ready to come to town right now, baby.
Chicago consumers are looking to spend, and we think it's going to be a great holiday.
Analyst John Salata says Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, was once the biggest shopping day of the year. But he says that's changed.
Can't read too much into today.
Economic analysts expect that this season each family will spend around $1,200, and that Black Friday is just the start of that holiday spending.
What we'll see is progressively leading up to Christmas, each of the Saturdays will get better and better and bigger as a percent of the total holiday.
On State Street, many shoppers put up with the crowds to get the good deals. Others could not take it anymore.
I try to take whatever route I can to not be in the crowds.
With most major retailers offering free shipping, shopping online could be the answer for people like Chris Martin. Plus, the web is a great place to comparison shop.
I have half of it done already, and I'll do the rest online. No doubt about it.
Yet for many of these die-hard shoppers, this is part of the fun. On State Street, Michelle Gielan, Fox News, Chicago.
Slow down, one at a time.
Yeah, but it's not always fun. Some people got a little pushy as they lined up for bargains. Check out the chaos early this morning at the Harlem Irving Mall in Norridge. Security guards say eager shoppers got testy this morning as they tried to line up to get into the Best Buy store. Witnesses say some people tried to cut in front of others who'd been waiting in line for hours.
No.
Now, this Voice Your Choice question we are asking, was it worth battling the big crowds today to find shopping bargains? So I guess you have to have been one of those who were out today to answer this one. If your answer is yes, Please call 1-877-WFLD-001. If you answer no, call 1-877-WFLD-002. You can also send us emails about your shopping experience and the bargains you found. Results in our next half hour.
Some loyalists in Marshall Fields today held another protest in front of Macy's on State Street.
Give the lady what she wants. She wants Marshall Fields.
Dozens of people gathered under the Marshall Fields clock dressed in attire from the 1890s. The protesters are on a quixotic demonstration. That'd be Don Quixote. They want Macy's to return to Marshall Fields, the name. And they also want quality returned to Chicago, they say.
We're here to bring back Marshall Fields. Marshall Fields is not only a shopping destination, but it's a significant part of Chicago culture.
Macy's issued this response saying, in part, we recognize that there still are those with high emotions about the name change, but we want to reassure them that the spirit and the DNA at Macy's is the same as Marshall Fields. It's the same holiday tradition, unquote.
Who knew they had DNA? No debate about this next tradition. The countdown to Christmas is officially on.
3, 2, 1.
For the 93rd year, Chicago lights its Christmas tree, the 2006 version, 90 feet tall with 8,000 lights on it. Fireworks lit up the sky above it tonight at Daly Plaza. Kind of glorious looking. You can see more of the tree lighting ceremony on our website, myfoxchicago.com. The tree's actually made up of 130 smaller balsam firs. 'Tis the season at Lincoln Park Zoo. The lights have been switched on for the zoo's 12th annual holiday celebration. Quite a sight there as well. More than 1 million lights with animated displays of animals, of course. Zoo Lights, it's called. It's going to be open Friday through Sunday nights through January 1st.
All the fun without the winter clothing. We're talking about ice skating at Millennium Park. The ice was packed this afternoon. Warmer temps bringing out lots and lots of skaters to Michigan Avenue. Some like that kid right there.
Hot dog.
Wearing only shorts and a T-shirt, and he can skate. When he showed off the moves. In our first look at weather, will the weekend warm-up continue? Here's Rick DeMaio, who is sans skates.
Yeah, give me some hockey sticks and some skates and send them down to the Blackhawks, right, guys?
That would help.
It may help, yeah. Hey, absolutely beautiful weather out there right now. Just took a quick peek outside on Michigan Avenue. The sidewalks are packed with people, and why not with temperatures like this? Upper 40s to low 50s. In fact, if you take a look at the satellite, absolutely nothing going on here in Chicago. Just some clear skies. So what about it? It was nice on Thursday. It was nice today. So will the good weather hold for Sunday's return commute? That's the big day. We'll come back with the answer a little bit later, Mark and Robin.
Thank you, Rick. A scare on the job at a busy newspaper.
Yeah, police swarmed the offices of the Miami Herald today after someone with a gun stormed the building and headed for a top manager.
Somehow he pushed his way past. He ended up on the 6th floor where we have him contained right now.
How it ended and the man's bizarre connection to the newspaper coming up on Fox News Chicago at 9.
New at 9, getting rid of lines. Not those lines, these lines.
If it can erase some of my wrinkles, I'll be very happy.
A product that promises to make them go away, and what our testers found. The greeting cards you won't find at Hallmark.
I wish we could be together and not have to hide our love.
What to get that secret someone when you don't want anyone finding out. Coming up on Fox News Chicago at 9.
Fox News Chicago is brought to you by U.S. Cellular.
Every family is distinct. Some are territorial. Some are still adding members. And some families are very, very neat. One size does not fit all families. That's why Toyota makes 6 different SUVs. Get $2,000 cash back or 2.9% APR on Highlander, or $2,500 cash back or 1.9% on 4Runner. For choice, Toyota is a great way to keep moving forward.
The thrill ride of the season.
Put down your weapon!
Is almost here. 24, the 2-night premiere event begins this January on Fox.
Ashley Furniture Home Store announces their first ever Super Saturday Sunday event. For 2 days only, there's no interest financing till 2011. There's no interest in 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. No interest until 2011. That's more than 4 years. Low Ashley Home Store prices on North America's #1 selling brand of home furniture. Plus no interest until 2011. 2 days only, this Saturday and Sunday. Ashley Furniture Home Store. In style, in reach.
Jeep Commander. Strong. Smart. Successful. Kinda like you. Jeep Commander.
Now get a 2006 Commander with 0% financing for 60 months or up to $4,500 combined cash allowance.
I just gotta keep fighting this until it's gone.
He's been sidelined by a life and death battle. A high school student who is going to the state football championships. He can't play, but he's still part of the team. That story later on Fox News Chicago.
Retaliation led to another bloody day in Iraq. Militiamen targeting Sunni neighborhoods, wanting revenge for yesterday's attack on Shiites. They burned mosques, torched Sunnis alive. The violence was in response to yesterday's car bombings that killed more than 200 people in a Shiite neighborhood. Those bombings are being called the single worst attack since the war began. The radical Shiite cleric Muqtada al-Sadr is blaming the U.S. for the recent violence in Iraq. And now followers of al-Sadr within the Iraqi government are threatening to walk out. They say they'll leave if Iraq's president meets with President Bush next week. Fox reporter Wendell Goler has the story from Washington.
Aides say the president won't bow to Muqtada al-Sadr's threat to remove the support that gives Nouri al-Maliki a parliamentary majority when Mr. Bush meets with the Iraqi prime minister next week. The White House calls this week's spasm of violence an attempt to bring down Maliki's government. A spokesman said in a statement, "It is an outrage that terrorists are targeting innocents in a brazen effort to topple a democratically elected government, and it's not going to work." Aides say getting control of al-Sadr and other militia leaders will dominate the Bush-Maliki agenda, though experts question how much they can do.
I don't think conditions are such now that the militias will ever disappear. But the power, the military power of the militias has to be reduced over the next few months.
Al-Sadr has frustrated the U.S.-led coalition since a few months into the war, when members of his 10,000-man militia were blamed for hacking to death a rival Shia cleric.
You can't trust Sadr, but at this point, you don't have much choice. That's why leading Iraqi figures are trying to negotiate with him and Ayatollah Sistani to quell the violence. It's up to them.
Next week, the president will ask al-Maliki to risk his political life by exerting pressure on the militias. And Vice President Cheney in Saudi Arabia this weekend and Secretary of State Rice in Jordan next week will ask other Arab leaders to support the Iraqi prime minister.
Administration officials say they don't expect al-Maliki to cancel Thursday's meeting. He needs American support as much as he needs al-Sadr's. But President Bush is likely to tell him that one lesson of this past month's congressional elections and a likely recommendation of 3 different reports on Iraq to be released next month is that the Iraqis have to take more responsibility for their own security. At the White House, Wendell Goler, Fox News.
A cartoonist is in police custody after he carried a toy gun that looked real into the Miami Herald newspaper building. 50-year-old Jose Varela was a freelance cartoonist for a Spanish-language newspaper that is also published by the Herald. Police say he went into the building with what looked like a semi-automatic weapon and demanded to see one of the editors. Police say Varela was upset over the Spanish paper's position on Cuban exiles. A Miami Herald employee said she didn't know about Varela's feelings on the issue.
We are not aware of any complaints or anything that would, we weren't aware that he was disgruntled in any way. We were quite surprised to see the path that the events today took.
A police negotiator talked Varela into surrendering peacefully, so no one was hurt. No word yet on any charges. A search for 2 little boys missing in Minnesota.
That story tops our news briefs tonight. The children are brothers, 2 and 4 years old. They disappeared Wednesday on the Red Lake Indian Reservation near Canada, the Canadian border. Their mom says they were playing in the front yard. Boys might have wandered off. The police are looking everywhere. They've searched on foot, horseback, by air. The FBI involved too. The family seems to be losing hope, though.
You just can't keep the thoughts on your mind because they've been gone for a few days now, and it's been so cold out there.
The mother says the older boy, the 4-year-old, has wandered from home several times but was always found quickly thereafter.
This is the stuff of spy novels. How did a rare radioactive substance get into the body of former KGB agent Alexander Litvinenko? The substance, called polonium-210, killed him. Litvinenko moved to London and was a vocal critic of Russian President Vladimir Putin after leaving the KGB. He had told police he'd been poisoned. Then, in a note written from his deathbed, he said Putin was behind it. Traces of radiation were found in Litvinenko's home, plus a hotel bar and a sushi restaurant he visited. Putin denies involvement and offers condolences. When it comes to wrinkles, many of us would like to find a way to turn back time.
Tonight, we try the search for the fountain of youth. 3 women, 2 anti-aging products. It's a new product test. The results are next on Fox News Chicago.
There's a greeting card for every possible occasion, you know, birthdays, anniversaries, and extramarital affairs. That's right. Tell your mistress you miss her. Who came up with this and why?
60 degrees in Chicago today. Could we do it for Saturday and Sunday as well? Details coming up.
Hey, it's me, Mark. Still living in my center for 7 days. Tonight, I'm having my buddies over, so I thought I'd get the place all cleaned up.
You only put in $5.29.
Look, man, the sign says free car wash with fill-up, and that's what I did.
But you only put in $5.29.
I've been driving this car around for 4 days. It only cost me $5.29 to top it off. Look, do you want me to start to make funny noises?
Next.
I win. My next generation Nissan Sentra.
There's never been a better time to get into high def than right now. Tweeter's got the latest high def TVs, the best brands and the right price, like the Pioneer 50-inch plasma for just $24.99. Tweeter, live in high def. If you're buying a new iPod this holiday season, no one has more ways for you to enjoy it than Tweeter. This Thursday, Friday, or Saturday only, buy a new iPod at Tweeter and get $110 worth of iPod accessories free from Tweeter.
Monday, you've seen them advertise cellulite creams that claim to make that dimply look disappear, but hey, do they really work? We'll find out.
And we'll have a sneak peek of the new Aragon movie.
Then our Monday morning quarterback, Tom Wallow, breaks down the Bears-Patriots game Monday on Fox News in the morning, starting at 5 a.m.
Does American Dad have a secret life?
No idea, but ask me if I want a mimosa. That's a question I can answer.
Sunday at 7:30 on Fox Chicago. A Family Guy wedding turns sour.
Something to drink?
Do you have high C tropical punch?
And it begins. Sunday at 8 on Fox Chicago.
Drop everything. It's our biggest after Thanksgiving sale ever. Get to Wix now, where you'll find every room package on sale store-wide with savings up to 40%. Plus, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Wix pays your sales tax with Friday and Saturday hours 8 a.m. to midnight. We've dropped everything. Prices, everything. Get 0 payments till 2008 or 0 interest till 2011. A sale so big, Wix pays your sales tax. 3 days only.
The new model year is off to an exciting start at the Chrysler Premier event. See the debut of our first SUV, the new Chrysler Aspen, and the all-new Sebring sedan. They join the new, more powerful Pacifica, the Town & Country with stow-and-go seating, and the award-winning Chrysler 300 with available all-wheel drive.
Now get $3,000 combined cash allowances on 2006 Chrysler 300C.
See 300 and the rest of our new lineup at the Chrysler Premier event.
Don't you sometimes wish we could live and age without wrinkles, wrinkling up?
It's happening, isn't it?
Yeah, the wrinkles? Yeah, they are.
That's not possible, though, because it hasn't stopped people from spending big bucks to find what they think may be the fountain of youth.
Margaret Shortridge reports on a product that supposedly can remove wrinkles in minutes.
44 billion with a B. That's how much Americans spent on anti-aging products and services last year. So tonight, we're testing 2 of those products. They're from a popular line called Freeze 24/7.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
They come in pretty packaging with a promise to remove wrinkles in minutes. Freeze 24/7's anti-aging serum and anti-wrinkle cream. Kelly Smith says she's used the wrinkle cream.
I've tried the Freeze 24/7 a few times, and it has a really nice cooling effect when you put it around your eyes. That's where I used it for wrinkling around the eyes for crow's feet.
We recruited 3 women to test the product so we could see how well it worked.
If it can erase some of my wrinkles, I'll be very happy.
All 3 say they've never used anti-wrinkle face products, but were curious.
Well, I'll give it a whirl. Let's put it that way. I'll try it.
All 3 followed the package directions and applied the products after cleaning their faces.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
Waiting for the magical moment.
After about 30 minutes, check out Sarah Van Doren's before and after pictures. Her chin and forehead look slightly different.
Firmer, much more firm than it did before. In fact, with a weapon like this, the South shall rise again.
Esther Zegart was not pleased.
My skin is very dry, and it looks dry, and it seems to have deepened the lines, really.
And Jan Strawbridge saw a slight difference under her eyes, cheeks, and chin.
My skin is feeling very tight, but I don't expect wonders over a short period of time as this. At this age?
Dermatologist Dr. Murad Alam says that like most cosmetic procedures, some people will like it and some people won't.
I think it's more a sensation than reality, but it can, like most products that have moisturizers within them, plump up the face, and that plus the sensation of cooling and shrinking might be enough for a lot of people to want to use it. If you like what it feels like, if you like how it looks on your skin, if you feel your makeup goes up on nicely on top of it, those are good reasons to use it.
Now, about that tight feeling and that dryness feeling that our testers experienced, well, here's what the company says. Both products are, quote, specifically made to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, not deep furrows. At times, people mistakenly use the anti-wrinkle cream as a full-face moisturizer, which can leave skin dry. Both products contain GABA, a natural muscle relaxant, and we have never heard of either one of these deepening lines. The instructions also say for deeper lines and wrinkles, apply a second or third time. Now, the anti-aging serum and the anti-wrinkle cream both retail for about $100 each. Margaret Shortridge, Fox News, Chicago.
Whew. Cheaters beware. You're leaving a trail of evidence whenever you're online. Tonight, we show you how.
Somebody at Fox has been on this website.
On April 11th at 11:15 in the evening.
At this computer.
Oh, in the blink of an eye, find out what someone, anyone, has been doing at their computer. Catching cyber cheaters ahead on Fox News Chicago.
It's the book ban that's hard to enforce, where copies of O.J. Simpson's book are still popping up and what's being done about it.
Up first, one student's battle, a lesson in how to just keep fighting. Now, his team is in the state championship, and he's going with them. This story, better than anything you'll see on Friday Night Lights.
Fox News Chicago is brought to you by Kia Motors.
Pop quiz. What compact sedan gets up to 34 miles per gallon, has more power and space than Corolla, and starts at just $13,775? Is it A, the Kia Spectra, B, the Kia Spectra, C, the Kia Spectra, or D, all of the above? Correct! You picked the Kia Spectra, and with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, there really is no other choice. Hurry in and get $1,500 cash back on the award-winning Kia Spectra, the best value on the road.
This weekend at Value City Furniture, enjoy this lovely microfiber sofa for just $277. Save over half during the Thanksgiving Marathon sale through Sunday.
I need a vacation. Home exchange. We switch houses, cars, everything. Where are you? LA. We are on.
From Nancy Myers.
Hi.
Hello. The director of What Women Want.
I came here on a stupid whim.
And Something's Gotta Give.
I'm leaving in 9 days. That makes this complicated.
We're worlds apart.
You'll go somewhere new, and you'll meet people who make you feel worthwhile again.
The Holiday. Rated PG-13.
It's a war-at-home backyard battle.
You are never welcome in my house for lunch again. I'm not a big fan of goat brain kebabs.
All new after Family Guy.
Sunday at 8:30 on Fox Chicago.
The new model year is off to a hot start during the Dodge Premier event. The all-new Nitro is pumping adrenaline alongside the fuel-efficient new Dodge Caliber. They join Dodge Magnum and Charger, both with available electronic stability program. And Grand Caravan with stow-and-go seating and storage.
Well-qualified buyers get 0% financing for 60 months or cash allowances of $5,500 on 06 Grand Caravan.
Check out Grand Caravan and all of our bold lineup during the Dodge Premier event.
my name is Tort Bouwentje. I've created a magical world for you. Come celebrate the season with me at Target.
The Illinois State High School Football Championships are taking place this weekend. One battle in Class 7A pits Lake Zurich against St. Rita. One St. Rita junior is not able to play, but he's coaching the players in what it takes to meet life's challenges head on. Andy Smilek is battling cancer. And as Lily Chacon reports, his off-field battle is serving as inspiration.
He's the kind of fighter who doesn't quit until the play is over. His example has helped his teammates make it to the state championship for the first time in 28 years.
I just been coming to the practices and going to the games, supporting them.
17-year-old Andy Smilek has been sidelined by a formidable opponent. Every time he's been ready to suit up for the St. Rita Mustangs, he's found out that his Hodgkin's lymphoma is back.
On the football field, we're told not to stop until the whistle's done, and I just gotta keep fighting this until it's gone and I'm cancer-free.
Andy showed up for practice today after starting his third round of chemotherapy and radiation treatment. He's also had 2 stem cell transplants.
Andy's involved in a much bigger fight than any of these other guys are, and he does it with a smile on his face, and you never hear him complain. You never even hear him talk about it.
You also won't hear him talk about being an honor student or about the volunteer work he does at a homeless shelter.
I definitely admire him. I think he's a really strong kid, and he's a heck of a football player, and I can't wait to see him playing next year.
You won't see Andrew Smilek suited up for this team, but he says look for him next year when he takes his place as a lineman on a championship football team. See you next year?
Yes.
Lilia Chacon, Fox News, Chicago.
Some state championships already decided tonight. Driscoll was going for its 6th straight title. Scores and highlights in sports, plus more high school football tomorrow on our sister station, My 50. Championships in the 4 biggest classes. Batavia plays Normal for the 6A championship at 10 a.m., followed by Marion Central and Sacred Heart Griffin for the 5A crown at 1 o'clock. Then at 4 p.m., Wheaton, Warrenville South, and Mount Carmel battle for the 8A championship. The final game, St. Rita takes on Lake Zurich for the 7A title at 7 p.m.
You know, with football fever, this is dangerous weather because people that have no business running, throwing, catching, even raising their arm high are out there trying to do it.
The weather's gotten there, huh?
No, have you seen these guys playing football in the parks and the streets?
And the DeMaio Sapelsa Class 1A is in the hallway right after.
You guys think you can do it. I forgot.
Yeah, that's right. Just watch out for that big flat screen there. The ball doesn't... You got to get the picture, huh? There's about 1 million people out on the streets of Chicago tonight, and why not? When you have shots like this, you might as well milk it for all it's worth, right? This is absolutely perfect weather, folks. Matter of fact, every night at about 10 to 9, when I run across the street to Starbucks and get Mark and Robin their coffee and little candies that help them through the newscast, couldn't help but bumping into all the people across the area, and overall things actually look just as good. Maybe for this Sunday's return commute. So that's a good weather question for tonight. All in all, we always talk about the weather for the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, but things actually look just as good when the big crush comes back to and out of O'Hare Field by Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. And here's the reason why. The big storm system out here across the Northwest is basically going to stay there for the next 3 or 4 days. In advance of that, we expect nothing but southerly winds to blow into the Midwest, and that means a continuation of mild temperatures, nothing in the way of any rainfall, nothing in the way of any low clouds or fog. So pretty much from San Francisco through Denver into St. Louis, Chicago, and even up and down the East Coast, Saturday and Sunday's weather look absolutely perfect, particularly for this time of the year where we have had some notoriously bad storms run through the Midwest. Clear skies out there right now. Temperatures currently upper 40s. That's pretty good stuff. Matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago, we couldn't manage upper 40s for an afternoon high, and that's what it is right now at 9 o'clock. 48 at O'Hare, 48 up the Lake of Milwaukee, 45 up in Rockford, 47 over in South Bend. Matter of fact, as we widen out the view, even places like Minneapolis, Des Moines into Indianapolis and Detroit, temperatures not too bad and nothing in the way of any storms coming in anytime soon. Look at the way the warmth continues from Dallas up into St. Louis and into Chicago, and that's exactly where our air is going to be coming from. right until Wednesday morning, believe it or not. So 4 more days of this stuff with temperatures upper 50s and low 60s. The only wrinkle is that we could see some low clouds and some fog begin to drizzle into the area sometime late tomorrow night, and particularly during the day on Sunday. But I do think much of tomorrow should be mainly sunny. Some thicker clouds arrive late tomorrow night, and I think much of the day on Sunday right now looks to be an overcast day. However, not expecting any rain, as this storm system really doesn't have itself going yet until maybe Monday, and even then, the bulk of that precipitation is still going to be out across the Rocky Mountains in the form of snow, and nothing here in Chicago, believe it or not, until Tuesday night. So we're going to keep the forecast looking good right through the next at least 3 or 4 days. 35 tonight, mainly clear skies, lower 30s well inland, and tomorrow another good-looking day with temperatures lower 60s to the south, mid to upper 50s here in the city, maybe right along the lakefront temperatures a tad cooler, and into Sunday as well. Things looking very, very nice. So the weatherman is doing their job, right? 60 tomorrow, 60 Sunday, 58 Monday. There's a recap for the next 3 days, but as they take into early next week, Tuesday and Wednesday still look pretty good. Maybe some rain Wednesday, and then the bottom falls out Thursday and Friday. Both of those days pretty darn cold. Ooh. Maybe a couple of flurries, but once again, no big storms around here for quite some time. So that Sunday crush right now at O'Hare Field is still looking pretty good.
Yeah. It is. In fact, it's a very nice forecast for the long holiday weekend. Who do you suppose needs this break the most? Maybe your teenager, even if he or she is not telling you why.
That's how I was at first. I didn't want anybody to know that I was so overwhelmed. But then I thought, what's the worst that could happen? You know, sometimes you just got to give in and reach out for help.
It's a secret in the life of teens that parents need to get in on. What is stressing them out, the bad stuff it can lead to, and how to find relief from the age of pressure. My special report on teen stress tomorrow night on Fox News Chicago at 9.
It's the booming business of cheating, but that also means new ways to get caught.
A lot of times adultery starts now on the internet, and unfortunately there's a paper trail essentially.
Discover the secrets about your spouse buried deep inside your computer. That's next on Fox News Chicago at 9.
Also, packed parking lots, long lines, crowded stores. Is it all worth it? Our Voice Your Choice results on the battle for bargains today.
This portion of Fox Weather is brought to you by Chevy.
It only happens once a year. The Chevy Red Tag event. With the best deals of the season. The price on the tag is the price you'll pay. Now, 07 Chevy vehicles from Avail to Corvette Z06 come with the GM 100,000-mile warranty. Combined with roadside assistance and courtesy transportation, it's the best coverage in America. See some red, save some green. Log on now to ChevyDriveChicago.com. Check us out today.
Urlacher and the Bears. Brady and the Patriots. Sunday at 3 p.m. on Fox Chicago.
Sharper details. Stunning clarity. More vibrant colors. Discover what your camera's megapixels are really capable of. Upgrade to an ultra-high-definition photo printer. Only from Epson.
Now at Steak and Shake, we're putting holiday fudge in our holiday milkshakes. White chocolate with fudge and dark chocolate with fudge.
Steak and Shake.
Man, what do you do? I'm a stockbroker. I'm gonna let you hang on to my car for the weekend.
There was $21 in my bank account.
For his son, one man will reach for the impossible.
There was no salary, but it was a way to another place.
Anyone else would give up.
This thing's impossible. I can do it.
But he isn't just anyone. Will Smith.
What would you say if a guy walked in without a shirt on and I hired him?
You must have had on some really nice pants.
The Pursuit of Happiness. Rated PG-13.
You're going to a dance. That's great. I always liked that boy. Need a ride? I'll drive you. Bring your mom, maybe go on a double date. Spider. D-Tray.
Life-changing horsepower and a 34-mile-per-gallon rating. Only the Toyota Camry gives you both. Toyota, a great way to keep moving forward.
Find the fur you've always wanted during our Thanksgiving fur sale. Save 40 to 50%, plus take an extra 15% off a beautiful selection of furs in the Fur Vault, available at Macy's.
It is probably no surprise to hear that 40 million Americans today have tried internet dating services.
But how about this one? A new study estimates that almost half the people using them are married. Half. Tonight in our special report, the booming business of cheating, how cyber spyware is catching cheaters online. First, though, Mark Saxenmeyer tells us about an adultery-themed greeting card collection that you won't see at Hallmark.
Oh, the trials and tribulations of adultery. So much deception to keep track of. Secret lovers when we're naked. And when it comes time to send a special sentiment, it seems the card stores just don't have anything that truly expresses a message for the mistress. Secret lovers when we're naked.
There's nothing that captures or expresses the feelings that go into this type of relationship, the emotional intensity, the emotional bond, the inherent conflict that these people go through.
And so Katie Evans has written and designed these, the Secret Lovers card collection.
I know we are unable to spend long periods of time together, so let's enjoy the few moments we do have.
We finally found each other, but our commitments to our other lives keep us apart.
There are cards for every occasion.
These are the times when I wish we could be together and not have to hide our love. Until we can celebrate together, my holiday will be incomplete without you.
It's a $5 per card.
Available online for discreet delivery.
It's a 2-card minimum.
Developed about a year ago, she says sales are
off the hook. There's nothing out there like this. This was an untapped market.
She won't reveal exact figures. She also doesn't want us to say where she lives. This married mother says her neighbors wouldn't approve.
I understand it's polarizing. I am not insensitive to that. I am an entrepreneur. It's not my place to judge.
I can't go on like this anymore. Sharing you with someone else, I guess our timing just wasn't right. We were only meant to be together for a short while, and not forever as I had hoped.
I have people that email me and say, thank you, so this is exactly what's going on in my life right now. Can you write a card about this situation? I really, you know, when are you going to come out with this type of card?
There's documentation, there's proof.
Relationship therapist Hetty Tan says these cards will just end up getting a cheater caught, especially if the secret lover is dumped and develops a fatal attraction.
The recipient might use it against me later, once the relationship is over.
Even without an incriminating trail of greeting cards, suspicious spouses can catch their cheating mates by searching for secrets deep inside their computers.
A lot of times adultery starts now on the internet, and unfortunately there's a paper trail, essentially.
Computer expert Chris Faulkner says just as there are software programs that completely erase data,
and there are opposite programs that exist to completely undelete data.
He checked out some Fox News computers.
And these are the websites that this individual has visited. Shopping website.
Shopping, going to a shopping website on the job. That is wrong.
Faulkner runs CI Host, one of the largest website and email data management companies in the world. He says in the last year or so, dozens of new and easily downloadable cyber spying software programs have been created.
Type in free keylogger.
And you'll find a program that will record every single keystroke the wife or hubby ever makes in a computer.
A complete, actually, diary.
Look what Chris found here.
Somebody at Fox has been on this website.
On April 11th at 11:15 in the evening.
At this computer. Okay, for the record, that wasn't me.
Okay.
Some of this cyber spyware costs as little as $10 to open something suspicious. Others are absolutely free. Whether it's a digital file or a greeting card envelope, adultery is more open than ever. Cheating used to be a shameful secret. Now, it's a booming business. Mark Saxenmeyer, Fox News, Chicago.
You are sharing for Infidelity Friday. I can't get over
Every Friday this month.
For some people, I'm sure it's every day. You are sharing your thoughts about holiday bargains in tonight's Voice Your Choice.
Also, the O.J. Simpson book controversy No, it's not over. Why his ex-wife's family is still worried someone out there might still buy a copy.
And a big scare for Illinois at the new Sears Center in Hoffman Estates. Jill Carlson will have the story later in sports.
If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a monkey. Haven't you always wanted a monkey? If I had $1 million.
Fox News in the Morning is giving away a trip for 4 to London to attend the world premiere of the movie Aragon. You and 3 guests will receive airfare, hotel, and £250. To enter, just log on to myfoxchicago.com and look for the Aragon banner. Then watch Fox News in the Morning for your chance to win. Fox News in the Morning, weekdays 5 to 9 a.m. Don't miss the television event everyone will be talking about.
I know where you're at.
Prison Break, Monday at 7 on Fox Chicago.
The new model year is off to a great start at the Jeep Premiere event. New 4-door Wrangler Unlimited just arrived alongside the all-new Jeep Compass. They join Grand Cherokee, part of the most award-winning brand of 4x4s ever. Jeep Commander with 3 rows of seating, and Liberty with the government's highest side crash test rating.
Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 60 months or cash allowances of $5,000 on 06 Liberty.
See Liberty and the rest of our growing lineup at the Jeep Premiere event.
Although colorectal cancer is the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths, most cases are curable when detected early. I'm Tammy Espinoza with CVS Pharmacy. We joined Fox Chicago to promote colorectal cancer awareness. Through December 8th, stop by your local CVS Pharmacy and pick up a free in-home test that can alert you to one of the early warning signs of colorectal cancer. Remember, the best way to detect colorectal cancer is to see your doctor for a colonoscopy. For more details, visit myfoxchicago.com. With your help, we can save lives.
Shots fired, shots fired.
A high school hostage crisis live on camera. A gripping all-new standoff. Tuesday at 7 on Fox Chicago.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Outlander. Everything. Everything.
I was walking down the street. I saw a poster.
Gina kept getting headaches.
I'd hit my head on the trampoline.
But it wasn't the trampoline, was it? It was a brain tumor. Gina's parents brought her to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. St. Jude has the largest, most successful pediatric brain cancer program in the world.
My doll and I are getting chemo together. She's getting cured too.
That's great. Give me a hug.
Give thanks for the healthy kids in your life and give to those who are not. Go to stjude.org or shop wherever you see our magnifying glass.
It might be about paying less at the pump or putting less in the air. It might be about driving the car of tomorrow or giving something back today. Everyone has their reason. Maybe that's why Toyota has more hybrids on the road than anyone else. Hybrid Synergy Drive from Toyota.
eBay says it's trying to pull alleged copies of O.J. Simpson's book from its auction website as fast as possible. Simpson wrote, "If I did it," apparently, but the publisher said it would destroy all the copies. The company does admit some copies might have gotten out. Sellers claiming to have the book have put them on eBay. The family of Nicole Brown Simpson worries someone could buy a copy before eBay can stop it. News Corp, the parent company of this station, owns that publishing company.
In our Voice of Choice, we asked, was it worth battling the big crowds today to find shopping bargains? We've tallied your phone calls, your text messages, and your web responses. Only 26% of you say yes, it was worth it to get a good deal. That means the deals weren't that good. 74% say no. See, the bargains were not worth the hassle, or the hassle was really big. Thanks for letting us know what you think.
The Lions at the Art Institute showing their holiday spirit as they always do. Big evergreen wreaths with colorful ribbons hang around the necks through the holiday season starting now. Famous felines have been standing guard at the museum since 1893. This is the 15th year they've been decked for the holidays. Jill Carlson's in. We got hoops, all kinds of hoops.
Got all kinds of hoops.
High school, college, and pro.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you don't seem excited about that.
Not if you're a Bulls fan, no.
Oh.
It is a home away from home game for the Illini, though, as they narrowly avoid tripping up on the road. But it's another detour from the win column during the Bulls' disastrous circus road trip. Sports is headed your way next.
Inflation fears and rising oil prices weighing on stocks. The Dow dropping nearly 47 points in a holiday-shortened session. The Nasdaq off 5 and change. Retail stocks not getting a pop from the crammed shopping malls. Investors wondering how all those bargains are going to impact the bottom line. Walmart, meantime, having trouble with its own website. A surge in traffic temporarily knocking Walmart.com offline. Federal regulators are pressing Ford Motor Company for information about its business dealings in Syria and the Sudan. Both are accused of state-sponsored terrorism. Ford says its operations in those countries are legal. Volvo's recalling 350,000 vehicles built between 1999 and 2002. A problem with the speed controls could cause the engines to lose power without warning. And if you were off today, you were not alone. Survey finds 70% of U.S. companies opted to close the day after Thanksgiving. That's business. I'm David Asman.
Fox News Chicago is brought to you by your Chicagoland Metro Chrysler dealers.
The new model year is off to an exciting start at the Chrysler Premier event. See the debut of our first SUV, the new Chrysler Aspen, and the all-new Sebring sedan. They join the new, more powerful Pacifica, the award-winning Chrysler 300 with available all-wheel drive, and the Town & Country with stow-and-go seating.
Well-qualified buyers get 0% financing for 60 months or cash allowances of $5,500 on 06 Town & Country.
See Town & Country and the rest of our new lineup at the Chrysler Premier event.
This weekend, we're giving you something to celebrate. It's the weekend sale at Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Save 15% Friday 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Save 10% 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and 8% through Monday. You'll save big on everything in the store. Hurry in, sale ends Monday at Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries.
Burns hires the Simpsons to host it.
Look how loud I have to yell!
The Simpsons.
Tonight at 10 on Fox Chicago.
Hey, you have Comcast. Enlighten me.
You know that feeling of being connected to a universal bliss exploding with energy that as it explodes inward creates dimensions of bliss within itself?
I still have a dish.
Order the Comcast Triple Play. Phone, internet, and cable TV. Just $33 each per month for 12 months when you get all three.
Are you enlightened?
Call 1-888-4-BEST-TV.
It only happens once a year. The Hyundai Challenge year-end sales event with big cash back. Your best opportunity to save more than ever on more models than ever. All with America's best warranty. Like the fuel-efficient Tucson, ranked highest in initial quality by J.D. Power and Associates. Take the Hyundai Challenge and take big cash back. But don't take your time. Event ends January 2nd. Get a new Hyundai Tucson for just $17,495 at your local Hyundai dealer.
American Mattress.
Kick off your holiday season at our Holiday Savings Event, where you can bring home the perfect Serta mattress that will help you get a great night's sleep. You'll also receive free Dream Fit sheets with any premium set purchase. And with our 30-day comfort and 60-day price guarantees, you'll get a chance to really sleep on your decision. Because our satisfaction rests on yours.
American Mattress. Comfort and a good night's sleep. Call 1-800-DREAM.
Hurry, sale ends Tuesday.
Fox News Chicago is brought to you by American Mattress.
Six years of futility on the Bulls circus road trip was followed by a 3-3 record last season and a reason to hope, but the Bulls have yet to find the win column this season while the Clowns are in town. A loss tonight to the Sixers in Philadelphia would be the Bulls' 6th straight. Workers have less than 2 hours to convert the Wachovia Center to hardwood following the Flyers' afternoon hockey game. Bulls get off to a rough start. Andre Iguodala buries the three, and the Sixers are off to a fast start, leading 13-1 just 5 minutes in. The Bulls have to play catch-up from there. Well, Deng does his part. Jumper cuts it to a 3-point Philly lead. Deng leads the Bulls with 28, but everything the Sixers throw up goes in. Allen Iverson banks in the jumper. He drops the season-high 46, and Philadelphia wins 123-108. Looks like a home game for the Illini at the new Sears Center in Hoffman Estates. Illinois takes on Miami of Ohio as part of the Chicago Invitational Challenge. Miami leads by as many as 16 in the first half until Rich McBride gets hot from the outside. The Illini down 7 at the break. Closing seconds now. Illini trailing by 1 until Chester Frazier finds an opening, takes it in for the 50-49 lead. The Illini managed to escape with a 51-49 win earlier at the Sears Center. UIC down Florida A&M 75-57. Well, it's hard to believe since it's still November, but the Bears can clinch the NFC North title this weekend. A win or a tie against New England, coupled with losses by the Vikings and Packers, will wrap up the Bears' second straight division championship. That'll put a smile on Lovie Smith's face, along with a blank injury report today. The Bears are in Patriots, of course, the NFL's top 2 defenses, which could put even more emphasis on special teams play Sunday. As usual, rookie standout Devin Hester stayed after practice, fielding punts, trying to take the no out of his go type returns.
It is fun to coach a guy like that because, at any time he can take it the distance for you, and you want him to get as many opportunities as you can. The thing about him is he's not afraid to work. He'll stay after, without any questions at all. And I tell him we want to catch 100 balls, he'll do it.
I don't feel like I'm at the level I should be at right now. When that time comes for that level to be up where it needs to be, then I'm still going to be out here.
On the college gridiron, Northern Illinois visits Eastern Michigan. The Eagles don't show much life. Even their mascot gives a really half-hearted push-up. Garrett Wolf continues to break Husky records. It's his 22nd career 100-yard rushing day. 164 yards on the ground, scores a touchdown, and Northern wins at 27-0. Victory might earn the Huskies a bowl game. They finished the year 7-5. Well, My 50 Chicago is the home of championship football this weekend. It's Driscoll versus Breeze Mater Day for the 4A title in Champaign. Driscoll's defense just too tough today. Mike Fabrizi picks off the pass. He rumbles 44 yards with it, and Driscoll wins its 6th straight title. 35-0 the final. Tuscola wins the 1A title. Maroa Forsyth claims the 2A, and Plano leads St. Joseph Ogden in the 3A championship game right now. Brother Rice and Hubbard don't get to play for the state title, but they do get to play at Soldier Field in the Prep Bowl. Crusaders up 17-0 when John Ingersoll goes up top for Brendan Sheehy. That's a 35-yard scoring strike. Hubbard rallies with 2 TDs, but Brother Rice hangs on to win 24-14. Former White Sox outfielder Carlos Lee will have plenty more chances to kill the Cubs. Lee has signed a 6-year, $100 million deal with the Houston Astros. Blackhawks continuing their road trip in Edmonton, where it's so cold you even got to bundle up inside the arena. Hawks dig a big hole, falling down 3 goals. They begin to chip away midway through the second. Michael Holmquist buries the rebound. It's 3-run Oilers at that point, and that's the way it remains right now in the third. Finally, the Wolves are in Grand Rapids, where the Griffins have come up with a cool way to collect toys for the needy. They just throw them on the ice after a goal. Good luck getting that monster into the bin, though. Griffins have no problem putting the puck in the net. The Griffins beat the Wolves 6-4. That is a great idea. Love that.
That last one needed his own skates.
Yes, he did.
Or sled.
Or something.
That's our news. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Have a good weekend. Fox News returns tomorrow at 5 p.m. with a look inside the school of the future.
Stay tuned for The Simpsons.
Closed captioning on Fox News is brought to you by Luna Carpeting.
Put Luna on your holiday guest list. Call for up to $500 off beautiful new floors. 773-202 Luna.